melts this stuff. It shouldn't do anyway. If it does, then I've made a bigger problem than melting a few wires. So this is going to be my automation for my shut-off. And the power for my oil, the piping for my oil coming in. Got a fucking fire pole in the way. Probably down here. I need to get a little bit of power to this thing as well. I wonder if I've got any circuits kicking around here that I can just drag down 10 watts of power or whatever it is. And then connect this up as well. Ah, bollocks. Bollocks. And then we need some power. Do you have 10 watts? Please. No! Why don't you have 10 watts? What the hell? How is this fully over 2,160? What else is this? Oh, it's powering an aqua tuner. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. I don't want to bring a circuit down here for fucking 10 watts. How much is on this? Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Oh, take it easy, Dasuvigrix. Thank you for popping in, bud. Always good to see you, mate. Take it easy. Perfect. This'll do nicely. We'll slap a wire in here. Now, listen, guys. I'm often very harsh towards this game, but it's actually because I love it. That's the thing. I'm harsh towards this game because I see the potential in this game, and I would love it to be a more polished, complete product in the end. And it's hard when you've played as many hours of the game as I have, when you've streamed so much of this game and interacted with so many people and heard the same things over and over again and the same complaints and the same annoying things that just remove the enjoyment factor a little bit or stifle the enjoyment factor a little bit. It's hard not to be a little bit jaded. It's hard not to be a little bit salty. And I do try, but it is hard. I do love this game. I wouldn't play it if I didn't like it. But there's just a few very small, simple things that could just be fixed and just really, really polish this up a treat. But unfortunately, it is what it is. And at the moment, we've got it in the form we have it. Hopefully one day it'll be better. That's all we can really hope for. Realistically. I hope that makes sense. I don't ever want you to think that I don't like this game. If I didn't like it, I wouldn't play the fucking thing. Okay. So that'll do my automation for this. If I decide to output things at a variable temperature based on input instead of a set temperature, do you think it'd be more or less fun to play? A lot of people rely on the heat deletion of heat this way. I mean, obviously, we have space now, so heat deletion is kind of a bit of a random thing anyway. The only difference between fixed output temperatures of buildings and voiding stuff into space is you'd have to choose a waste material to void it into space. I don't think they'll ever be able to stop heat deletion in the game because vacuums exist, space exists. So as soon as they added that, heat deletion of buildings became a non-issue because yes, you can pump water through a sieve, and yes, you can get 40-degree output, or yes, you can pump crude oil into an oil refinery, and yes, you'll get a fixed output. Regardless, you could just cycle those same materials, pump it next to a room filled with chlorine or carbon dioxide or whatever your nuisance material is, sour gas, whatever you've got, heat that up and then vent that into space. So there's always going to be a heat deletion element in this game now. They open that can of worms for good when they introduce the vacuum of space. That is just a fact now. So regardless of your feelings towards heat deletion mechanics, it's a part of the game and it ain't going anywhere. So that is just what it is. But you know, I'm not opposed to it. I don't use it all that much. I do use it on certain builds, like It's quite nice to be able to cycle polluted water through my geysers and heat it up and cool my geysers and then get rid of that water. You know, that's quite a nice mechanic. It's not one I'm opposed to. But, you know, it's one of those things. It's always going to divide people as well. Some people are massively against it. Some people think it's a fundamental part of the game. Personally, I don't really have that strong an opinion on it. I don't really care. There's ways of doing everything in this game, and there's so many different variations on builds and stuff like that that it becomes sort of a moot point after a while. I also need to put some automation in this thing, don't I? In the door. I don't know how I want to do that. I might just do it as a simple NOT gate off this. Do I want a buffer in it? Hold on a second. Pushnikity, thank you very much for the follow. What a name! I tried to read that off OBS. I was like, what? What a name! I like it. I like the cut of your jib. I like it. I like it. I like it. Oh, take it easy, nerd. Much love, buddy. Thank you for popping in as ever, mate. And I will update the quote log after the stream. Done the new pipes help with that? What are we talking about? It's not very conductive, so it's hard to get it warm. Not with radiant piping, mate. With radiant piping, you can shit all over chlorine. You can warm it very quickly, or cool it very quickly. Yeah, I'm sort of second guessing myself a little bit here. I'm going to do filter and a buffer again. Which I think will give me the option to tweak it later if I want to. I don't think I will want to, but excuse me. And then we'll get a bottle empty up here. Yes, I think this should be fine. Let's get a little bit of super coolant swept. Now, this is going to be a little bit of a pain in the ass. Maybe, how much super... Have I got any super coolant that I've, like, strewn somewhere? Like, spread out a tiny amount of it. If I've got some in space, that'd be perfect. Oh, I have. Oh. Ooh. Let's see if we can get this swept. Because if I can get, like, 37 grams, that'd be perfect. That would work very well. And we'll change this to super coolant, but sweep only. Like so. So I just want to watch this and make sure we get this collected. When are my rockets back? 2 cycles for the HMS George, and 20 cycles for Jeremiah's Long Schlong. Okay. So that's another reason why I'm running the game a little bit faster, guys. Because it takes a long time for these rockets to get back. What's this build? It's going to be a petroleum boiler and a petroleum gen build. Too fat. What time will we be on till? I have no idea yet, Beamer on. We'll see how the night goes. The lady's coming home in a minute with some food, so we're going to be a social eating stream for a bit whilst I get some food down me. Okay. Things still seem to be ticking on okay up here. Probably do with making a bit more, getting a bit more oxygen in here. Why not? My Weezeworts are now stifled in here, which means this is very cold, which is good. A little bit of carbon dioxide is starting to turn solid and stuff, which is cool. My gassy boys are still alive for now, but they are going to die off. It is just the... It is what it is. But we'll make a shitload of chlorine and it'll be fine. We'll raise this layer up a bit more. This hydrosensor here, by the way, throttles the flow of gas as well. So the way that I've set it up on the automation, if I want to increase the amount of liquid I've got in the room, I just raise this up by 100 kilos or, you know, a few kilos. So I've asked this now to only be active when it gets to 1001 kilos, which means it'll have to fill this tile. The reservoir here is full of chlorine at minus 66 degrees, so anything that gets pumped through here to feed our plants should be fine. What are those creeps? These critters are gassy moos, one of the new critters added to the game, Nelesh. Gassy boys. Oh no! What happened here? Did our old boys die off? No! No! Yeah. I'll do something with these at some point. I've just not been that bothered, to be fair. Regolith isn't really a concern to me in terms of space. Things are a little bit warm up here. Yeah, everything's fine. I'll do a mass repair at some point and tidy up all that broken stuff in space, but for now let's just crack on with this. So let's rip out these ladders and we'll start getting our petroleum gens and stuff put in. Same with this. Get all these done immediately as well. Oh, get you done. What the shove vol's good for? They're good for feeding your regolith. And getting rid of some of your regolith, basically. So when you say food, you mean for you and me, right? I see. Sadly not, mate. I'll ask the dragon if she'll share some with you, but chances are no. Chances are it's a no. I'll tell you now. By the sounds of it, she's had a bit of a shit day in work because she got stuck on a call and missed the bus home. So she'll be a bit of a salty girl when she gets home, I think. I do not know what I'm going to do with this petroleum pipe, but I need to put it in now. So I think I'll run it down. We're probably going to do something down here. So I'll just run this down straight through here for now. Okay, so then in terms of our gens, we're going to have a power control station in each room, like so. And then we'll put in our generators. And we'll need to get the power and stuff sorted behind these as well. Probably will just make them out of gold. They're going to have liquid piping behind them, so they should be fine. And it was bang, bang, bang. That should be okay. Put a few temp shift plates in here as well. And we'll just do these out of granite or something. They don't need to be anything incredible. We'll just put bang, bang, bang. Not that this is needed, but it'll just even out the temperature a little bit. Now then, this is where I need to figure out where my feeds are going to come from in terms of petrol. So what I'll probably do, let's see. Yeah, I like the look of that. This should be fine. I hope I managed to follow the next playthrough from the start. Might be nice for me to do anything remotely useful in my base. Oh, Beamer on. Come on, man. Come on. I know you're alright at this game. What the hell? What's your problem? You've got this down. You've got this down. Don't listen to Weasel. What you normally do when the dragon is furious and spewing fire in every direction and dimension. I lock my door and I throw out a small cat in the hope that she'll go, oh, and she'll melt. That's what I do. I have a cat on standby in a cage by the door. It's like has a little glass thing in front of it I have to smash. Unfortunately, the mallet next to it to smash the glass also has a glass thing, so I have to punch that to get the mallet, to smash the glass, to get the cat, to throw at the dragon. And then I run for the hills. That's generally what I do. It's the problem with living with a dragon. You know? It's the problem with living with a dragon. Okay. Okay. I'm not going to connect this wire yet, but we have got wire in here that I can connect when I want. I need to figure out how I'm going to run my power wires for each of these boys as well. And I think, to be honest, because these are going to be cooled, I'm just going to slap a thing here. Or there. Because it's not like I'm really all that concerned about heat loss, as it were. I mean, I've got a tiny little liquid lock here that's going to transfer heat like crazy, so hopefully the room should be cooled. And then I need to bridge over here a few times. Rip out a few of these wires, which is fine. And I'll pull this wire down here on this side as well. And then the last thing I'll need to do for my petroleum gens is some automation, which again shouldn't be a big deal. So you're going to come down here, connect to you. You can go through to there, connect to you. Lovely. Might need to slap a ladder in here to rip out these tiles. I'm also going to put a gas pump in here, so I probably do need a circuit. I might make a little circuit here. So I'll do a transformer here, and then I'll do another transformer with a little wire. And I'll maybe tidy up some of these pumps as well, because this is technically overloading the circuit, which I don't really want to happen. I don't want that to happen at all. In order to remove this, I'm going to have to break these again, which kind of sucks dick. That's fine. And I'm also going to need to put a pneumatic door in here, which can just go there. Now then, in terms of doing the automation wire, I should have one spare battery over here. Yeah, spare battery at the minute. So we'll get this put in as well. In fact, for now, we'll just run the wire out from here. And again, I'm going to need a ladder. No, I'm not. It's fine. So we'll do that. Yeah, I'll just knock this tile out so we can get to this last bit. Lovely. Just noticed that, Shidley. Yep. The fuck is this? 18 kilowatt power in total you made. You'll need a separate grid for that. Nah. Nah. That's not how my power gen's set up. It should be fine. These are split, by the way. These go into different grids. Yes, I know the power consumption matters, not the power generation for the grid. What if the Dargon accidentally melts the cat rather than the cat melting the Dargon? No, that'd never happen, Doug. Never happen. My lady did animal behaviour in university. She's all about them animals. She's all about them animals. I'm going to change that a little bit. Blakery, thank you very much for the follow, buddy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's it going? Yeah, I'll change that wire a little bit, just it'll bother me otherwise. Yeah, go up here. Boop. shit, I didn't pay attention to this, did I? Did they sweep any of this yet? Did they mop any of this up? They mopped all of it up. Excellent. So we've got 181 grams here. I think that will be 31 grams, 61 grams. Let's see if we can sweep just this one bottle of supercoolant. 30 grams sounds lovely to me. Wait. Oh no, this is phosphorus. Son of a bitch. Supercoolant, 260 grams. Yeah, we'll use this one. And sweep with a knife. We've got a little bit of hydrogen that's trying to be made solid here. It's fine. Oh. I'm engrossed in not making Moo-Tenny spelling tismakes. That really tripped me up, that. Trying to read that really tripped me up. Moo-Tenny spelling tismakes. Yeah, let's warm up here. Anywho. Nice. I've not checked the base in ages. I don't know how our critters and stuff are getting on. We probably killed off loads of hatches when I've not been looking. Yeah, we're down to 5, 6, 6. Probably need to wrangle a few boys if we've got any that are young. 46. I've got a couple of little young ones over here. Literally one. That's fine. Let's incubate a few eggs. If I do this every couple of times I pass by my base, I'll top up the hatch numbers. I don't want them to die off. I know I don't really need them all that much anymore, but I am still using coal, so it makes sense to keep some. Okay. Oh shit, my door's locked. Oh, piss. Yeah, I'll just knock you out. Of course, you check your rockets. I don't need to open any bunker doors or anything now, Labrador, so I just leave them. I just forget about them, to be honest. Christ. I just forget they exist. So Devil, how's it going, buddy? Only point to your prisons besides from giggles. Poof, back to lurking. They're generating me a load of power. And the ultimate goal was to send all my food in there and have them cook all my food like some sort of prison kitchen. But I never got round to sorting the conveyor rails up. I've not done the conveyor rails yet, basically. But the eventual goal was to pipe in all my stuff with conveyor rails and let them cook all the food for the colony. That was the dream. Yeah, we'll just do that for now. That was the dream. Maybe one day. Okay. Right, so this looks like a higgledy-piggledy mess, but it'll all be alright in the end, I promise. I just had to leave a load of blocks out to actually get this done. I wonder if they've dropped that supercoolant as well. Or if they even mopped it up yet. Swept it up, rather. I just wanted 30 grams, that's all I wanted. Oh. Hello. Hello, cheeky. Alright, well, it's a little bit more than I planned for, but that's fine. So we'll now seal this up. So we've got our little bit of supercoolant in there. Shapoop. That's your poop. Now, that's a little bit more than I would have liked to put in there, but still, 100 grams is not very much at all. Should be okay. Would you say this was your most successful colony yet? Nah. To be honest, I came back to the game after not playing for like a month and a half or something. And I'd forgotten a lot of the stuff, a lot of the basics of early game stuff. And I kind of derped around, and it was all about just getting ready for space, really. I wanted to do some of the rocketry stuff in this playthrough, so... No, we've done loads of playthroughs, mate. I've done some much bigger and more sexy bases than this one. I've never been able to stream the colony for this long, to be fair, so... a lot of the optimizations made to the game have paid off. And also a lot of the dupe management we put in place has helped as well, because like now I can happily play the game. I know we're in Speed 2, we're not in Speed 3, but I can still play the game, which is better than we've had in the past, so there we go. So that is kind of a blessing, really. So pump is in, aqua tuner's ready to be done. Just need to put a couple more tiles in. There's no such thing as mopping a little when you're talking about grams, Gashidley. They'll just mop it all up like instantly. One little, and it's gone. Okay. Ezekiel, how are you, bud? Sorry, I didn't see you come in. And Ramsey, hello. Have I already said hello to you, Ramsey? Have you just joined? It's all starting to blur together. We've been playing a lot of Oni recently. Let's see. Is our rocket home now? We can do shift 1, can't we? Soon. Oh, he just popped in. Ah, I see. Okay, so the cargo boy's home anyway. We should get a bit of isoresin off this. Well, welcome then, Ramsey. Good evening. How are you, traveller? What do you know? Blep. So we've got some steel, some copper, some glass, and some isoresin. It's the isoresin that I really want. I don't really care about the rest of this stuff. We'll let the heat dissipate a little bit, and then we'll just empty these out. Your wires aren't connected. Yeah, I can do it manually afterwards, sorted. Are you launching 2 rockets in that one bay? Yeah, we are. The other one's fucking miles away, those are. So he's halfway through his 30 cycle journey to... I think we sent him... Was it to Icetown? Yeah, he's on his way here. Excuse me. Got a little bit of indigestion, what the hell? Yeah, steel, copper, glass, isoresin. Get out of there, you son of a bitch. Now, do we have fuel? No, it has actually consumed our fuel. So that's fine. I've clicked all these, so we can get this filled up again. I'll let this steam go a little bit first. In fact, I don't think it'll matter. Let's just send this rocket again straight away. And we'll get our gantry open. Our dupe is literally going to come back, say hello to a few people, and then go straight back to space. They're going to have a little sandwich, and then off they go. Yeah, I did dunk. Thank you, buddy. Thanks for reminding me. Have you ever thought about doing a video to explain all the little pieces in the game, like your other big builds? For example, I struggle with cooling, or why you use metal tiles, etc. A few things you've done that I just don't understand why or how to do it. Silent, I kind of have. I have thought about doing it. There are a lot of people on YouTube throwing together videos that are instantly out of date. And it's something that I don't really want to do. There's enough people doing that shit already. So, like, for example, I can't name anyone. I can't name anyone, but I'm going to give you the full title of the video. There was a video I watched the other night. It came up in my recommended, and occasionally I do like to see what the people are up to. And it was 8 pro tips that will help your base, or eight pro tips that the pros don't want to tell you, or some clickbaity as fuck title. And I watched it, and it was pathetic. It was actually pathetic. And I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to make videos that are like clickbaity bullshit. So I will do a full comprehensive, this is how I do things kind of deal. But I'm waiting for the game to be a bit more stable. When they're in polishing mode properly, and they're not making derpy bug things that are breaking the game, or when the systems are running properly, I'll do a full comprehensive guide. But I've never done it. I've held off for the last year and a half of streaming this game because I don't want to do videos that are out of date straight away when you come to do like a full tips thing. So like I do have a tips and tricks playlist, but it's mostly just like build ideas that you can expand on yourself. You don't have to copy them, you can just use the theory and do something with it, which is kind of how I prefer to do things at the moment. But I have thought about doing like, here's a guide to dealing with slime biomes and stuff, but lots of people have already done it. A lot of people have come to this channel, got the information from me, and then made a video themselves, and that video is perfect. That video is just what I would say to you, you know, say to every person that comes here and asks. Like Wintermute's got many videos on his channel, Grind This Game, for those of you that, you know, aren't regulars here. He's got loads of videos on his channel explaining how to do just these things. So the information's out there already, so I don't really need to be a 100th voice saying the same thing that is already available to you. That's kind of how I see it anyway. So yeah, that is the thing. Learn the secret Clay doesn't want you to know about. Yeah, exactly. Exactly what Chunga. I can't stand that clickbaity shit. So, if clickbait was illegal, more than half of YouTube would be gone. Yeah. Labrador, I wouldn't possibly comment, mate. I wouldn't possibly comment if it is exactly that video that you just named. I wouldn't dare to confirm that, yes, you're entirely right, it was that video and it was absolutely pathetic. I wouldn't dare dream of it! We'll launch your rockets! Here's my astronaut. Yeah, my astronaut's back. We're going! Okay. Where should we send this boy? The HMS George. I do want isoresin. Should we just get some more isoresin? We don't need any more niobium. But 8% isoresin here, but this place is further away. It's like 3 cycles difference for a bit more. Probably makes sense to go here, doesn't it? I'm wasting fuel, but we're gonna go here again, I think. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Sorry, I misclicked there. We will go here. Launch! Rockets away! Fuck! Lovely, lovely, lovely. Raven, how's it going? How is it going? Pushnikity. Oh, is it from Winter? Are you from Winter's vids? Nice. Well, welcome. So by using bunker towers for the bay, do you never have to use bunker doors? I still use bunker doors, Zoo. I'm trying not to look at space at the minute. Hey, lady. Sorry, I didn't hear you come in. I'm still using bunker doors for the most part for my solar. But if I look at them, or if I'm nearby, the bunker doors are bugged at the minute, so it doesn't work properly. So I do have bunker doors for doing my solar side, but for my rocket bays, I don't want to fuck about managing the doors. I melted a lot of steel doors by forgetting to open them for my rockets, so I just have open bays. Rockets don't take any damage from comets and meteors or whatever, so I just leave them open. Job done. I'm very hungry. Are you okay?
I feel sick, I'm not hungry.
Oh.
Alright, got food.
Sorry, I just need to say, Beamer on asked earlier, I said you're bringing back a takeaway because you had a bit of a rough time in work. And Beamer on said, oh, is that for me as well? And I was like, no, you'll have to ask the dragon, but I think I know what the answer will be. No, you just said, I'm so hungry, I'm sick!
Yeah.
Oh.
So, no, I'm sorry, me no share.
Me no share.
Me no share.
No share. Oh, Dunk says, also, Lady Life hugs. There you go. Oh, she blew you a kiss. Only when Vixen wasn't here did you melt your doors. Indeed, indeed, Vixen. How are you, though? I didn't see you come in. Ah, jeez. Me no share. Yeah, she's a hungry lady. She's had a bit of a mare, I think. Right, let's go back to doing the finishing touches on getting some of this done. Me no share. Me no share. Food is gone. Okay. I don't know if I want to. I don't actually want to do a normal tile here. Well, I can't do a normal tile because it's a wire. But all these can be built now. And I really don't know if I need to make this a vacuum. I don't think I really do. I think it'll be okay. I have just noticed I've done a little derp here. I'm not sure if we'll be able to reach that. What's up? I wonder what that was. What is it? What book is it? The postman was very angry, by the way. I don't know. Just a very angry young man. He's like, yeah. I was like, oh, thank you. Goodbye. He just went, here. It's like, do I need to sign for it? No.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Maybe it was him that came last time and he's pissed off he had to come back. That's come from a library then, hasn't it?
Yeah.
From a school or something. The lady's got a book buying fetish at the minute. She's buying many used books.
It's the series.
I know it is. Kristen Britton.
Yeah.
The lady's obsessed with Kristen Britton at the minute.
Yeah.
Fantasy books, aren't they?
Yeah, and she's an American writer.
American
For all
writer.
you Americans out there.
All you Americans.
Yeah. Very, very good. Read it.
Very good. No, no, food is not here. No, no. Is that Consuela? Is that what it is? Is that what you're doing? Is it Consuela, Ramsey? Did I nail it? No, no. Miss are not here.